What is up? Forgot to add us on there.
I know. I was like, I hope he's not talking.
It's another episode of Dynasty Pylon. Just blown away. I apologize for not coming on yesterday as I tried to do the IDP waiver show. It was all set up, and then life happens. Things happen. Life throws curveballs at you, and then you end up not doing it. So yeah, it kind of sucked. But
let's do it now.
It's all good.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I mean we're on now. I mean, but
you got everything. You got everything set up.
I did. I had.
I know.
I had the linebackers, the D linemen, and DBs all set up. I had I did all the research, the snap percentages, everything, all that yada 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 yada. I'd say about 20 minutes, maybe about 30 minutes before the time I wanted to go on. Stuff hit the fan, and we won't talk about that. So, yeah, but that's pretty much where it was. So yeah. Anyways, we're here now. So let's just, I guess, kind of talk about it. I was going to talk about yesterday, but if you came in week 5 on Monday night with maybe a 30-point lead, thinking you were going to win, and all you had to do was face Travis Kelce, boy, were you wrong. I feel like at that point you're like, oh, I got it in the bag. There's no way Travis Kelce's going to score this many points. Honestly, how many points did he actually score in our league? That's the real question. But I'm pretty sure.
The thing is he did get the touchdowns, but he only had 25 receiving yards.
Yeah, but I mean, the touchdowns ended up catching up. I mean, in some leagues, if you're doing a PPR,
PPR,
in our league alone, it was 26 and a half.
Yeah, the BOB it was 30. I don't know what's different there, but
I don't know. Oh my gosh, you know what? I did the thing again. I didn't add the tags. Let me do the thing.
Do the thing.
Yeah, nobody's watching. Nobody's watching right now. I don't think anybody's watching right now.
Says we got 2 people up in here, but
two people. So. What's up, my 2 people that are here? Unless it's Tank already doing it, that'd be great because I never forget, and he normally does it.
Oh yeah, there's a half.
He already did it. He already
half
did
PPR on that one, so that's why he was at 30.
It was a half. Oh yeah, but in our league, it was 26.5. Half PPR would have been differently. But yeah, no. So yeah, he did it. He did it. I
was gonna say, sure he did just already do it because every time.
He's the producer. I know, but
and then you go in there, and you're like, never mind.
Sometimes I forget. Sometimes I do it. But yeah. So let me get rid of our. All right. So see, look, I already had it up here. Here's my defensive line. Here's my DBs. Here's my linebackers, and I actually had 4 this week because 2 of them are on the same team. So it was just ready to go. It was just ready to go. But real quick, these are the 3 guys: Ushu Nuso, Ushina Nuso, Preston Smith, Lawrence. These are all guys. Justin Simmons, he should be coming back here pretty soon. These are all guys that I wanted to talk about yesterday, and I didn't. But you know, it is what it is. So I can't really. Waivers already happened, so there's no point. So
if these guys are still available, go get them.
If they're still available, yeah, especially Alex Singleton, because he's going to come in for Josie Jewell, unless you want to get Josie Jewell until he comes back, and he'll just be your LB2, and then you could have Alex Singleton. I don't know, depending on your rosters, but I'm sure you already made your claims. Already sure you're already good, and why do I need to talk about that yesterday? So again, this is how a lot of people on Monday felt during the time as Travis Kelce was going on. If you were ahead by like almost 30 points, and I'm pretty sure if you were facing Travis Kelce, this is exactly how you look like. Everyone who faced Travis Kelce, that's probably exactly what they felt like. So yeah. Oh well.
I luckily did not have that problem.
No, I'm same, but it was just nuts on seeing what he actually produced last week. So, today we're doing a new segment. But first and foremost, we got to talk about our boy, Max Crosby. Of course, we
Yeah.
predicted it. We actually
One of
talked
two
about
things
this.
you got wrong from last Wednesday, sir. One of two.
Well, yeah, but I mean, who would have thought, man? Like we both agreed on this on a minimum.
Oh no, this
Crosby.
one, yeah, this one was the shocking one.
So we both predicted on a minimum Crosby, and he did just as good as he did against Denver. To freaking Patrick Mahomes, and we only said this because we thought Patrick Mahomes would probably outrun him, and he's like always. It's exactly
He's a
how you
shifty
said.
guy. Like every
Yeah,
time you
he's
think
always
he's
just
gonna get sacked, he gets rid of the ball.
Yep,
Or runs
exactly.
away across the field. Like I don't know. I just didn't see it happening, and
but not when it comes to
Mr. Crosby.
freaking Max Crosby. Let's see what he actually has him. Let me pull up his numbers.
The Thorn Breezy.
Yeah, Thorn Breezy.
Part of his 178 points. He was trying to encroach on my record there.
Almost, man. Let's see here.
It was crazy, is because we thought someone else was going to encroach on it, and then Monday happened, and we're like, "Holy crap!"
Yeah. So here we are. Here's our breakdown of our league. It's pretty much almost getting yourselves about RB numbers. 4 points for the tackles, single tackle points, tackle for loss 3, 20 yards on the sack, got him 4 points, 2 sacks 3, and then QB hit each is a quarter, so basically got him 2 of them. So I mean it put him up there. In some cases, this put up this probably saved a lot of people in their leagues. Crosby's been saving a lot of people in their leagues.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of those IDP, but he is the number 1 defensive lineman right now. So this is awesome that because we do a segment on just specifically him, on why he's relevant every single week to us, and none of us even have him on any of our leagues. He's just that cool of a guy. So
I like watching him play. I feel like he's got a motor. He never quits.
Oh yeah, dude.
So when you think he's out of a play, he somehow comes up with like a tackle. You're like, where'd you even come from?
Yeah, he's just crazy. And you know what's crazy? He kind of Aiden Hutchinson reminds me a lot like him, and I think that Aiden Hutchinson can be the next Max Crosby.
Oh, I think so too. I like Aiden Hutchinson a lot.
Again, that's our little segment that we like to call Max or minimum Crosby. That's just what we just like. We just like defensive players. That's what we do, IDP, and that's what we do. So anyways, that's our guy. But yeah, no, it was a crazy week. I guess the main crazy thing, and if you haven't heard of it yet, it's not really necessarily breaking news, but I kind of want to hit my button.
Matt
Devontae Adams might get.
Oh yeah, no,
or something, or just a fine.
He has charges pending on him for assault. So,
right, which is crazy. I mean, like I don't know. Like I want to see a different view. I want to see a different view because what if like him being a camera guy jumped in his way? Like he could have just gotten mad and irritated about it and just said whatever and then just walked out. But pushing the guy, and then the other one was the guy who got tackled by Bobby Wagner a few weeks ago. He also came out too. So, that I saw coming.
Coming. Though. It's weird. Weird situation. Well, the guy's doing something illegal, and then he's going to press charges on somebody else for stopping him. I get it. In best of interest of everyone, he probably shouldn't have just let security get it, but it looked like security wasn't able to handle it.
Yeah. So exactly. So I don't know. But did you have a breaking news? I mean, I guess if it's a real one, you almost had something. So go ahead.
Oh, Matt Rule got fired. Got the bucket.
Yeah. Not I guess.
And Steve Wilkes is the new head coach. Steve Wilkes, the new head coach of the Carolina Panthers.
I don't think it's gonna improve at all, anyways.
No, Baker's out for a couple weeks. Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
The whole Panthers.
So we might see PJ Walker come in. It's going to be interesting.
Who's next? That's the question. Who's
the
next head coach that gets fired?
Oh,
Ron Rivera ain't doing himself any favors by throwing his quarterback under the bus.
No, he's not.
Why are your other teams better? Quarterback. Oh, okay. All right. The guy that you brought in, but okay.
Yeah.
The guy who's number 5 in passing yards in the NFL. Okay.
I mean, the hell? What is this? Oh, some notification. That's weird. Friends network unreachable. I got a notification from Steam. Just popped up.
Yeah, that's weird. Go Steam. All right.
Steam just said, "Hey, yeah, you lost connections with your friends." I'm like, "Oh, all right, well."
Oh no.
I guess.
Your friends, Martin. Your friends.
Yeah, I lost my friends. It's kind of like last night. Hey, I can't hear you. Sorry, man. Well, I can't hear you. Yeah. Alrighty. Anyways. Last night, they talked about potential waiver wires and who. Right now, it seems like if you didn't scoop up freaking some of these running backs, I mean, it was scarce. It's getting scarce. I'm excited for Kenneth Walker finally. Scarce. Yeah, I'm excited for Kenneth Walker actually finally. Polly, we're going to see what he actually is. So that should be good. We'll see how that goes. But we have another
only one running back in Arizona. Benjamin.
Yeah, Benjamin. Yeah.
There's only one running back somewhere else too. Mostert got hurt. I was like, good Lord.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah,
I'm not gonna be able to field a team on one of my dynasties really soon. Yeah. I'm like, oh my goodness.
The Colts are potentially running freaking.
The Colts have no running backs. Yeah,
Jackson or Philip Lindsay. Like, Jesus, are you serious right now? But we have another Bleacher Report, little Gridiron Heights, and I don't know if we'll watch that now or later, but it's called Only Contenders in the Rebuilding. So that might be actually kind of funny. It basically has all of your division in there, and then it kind of reminded me of that title. Reminded of our guy, Braden. His team doesn't look so hot right now this year, so he might actually tank. But we'll see how that goes. So, all right. So moving on to our next segment, that we just talked about it. But we'll talk about it now, or do you want to do? Which one do we agree on? The second one. I'm not mad, right? Is that what you're talking about?
I'm not mad, just disappointed.
Okay. All right, let's do that.
Let's do it.
Again, this is our segment. I'm not mad, just disappointed. Mark, go ahead. Say what you're not mad about, but you're kind of disappointed in the guy or team or whatever the situation.
Oh, it's one person. It's one person.
Okay.
I expected big things out of this guy coming this year, and I was like, he finally has a quarterback to throw him the ball. I was like, this is going to be his year to just explode. And dude hasn't even got double digits one time.
Hold on. All right. So he just got himself a quarterback.
Well, he switched teams.
And he switched teams.
That's how he got the quarterback, was switching teams. And
was this by trade?
Huh? No, he was a free agent. No, he was a free agent.
Okay, then not my guess. Not my guess. All right. I was gonna say Devontae Adams, but go ahead.
No. He had Aaron Rodgers. He didn't go get a quarterback. He already had one.
Yeah, but you mentioned a guy who went from one team and he got himself a quarterback.
He went from basically being on a team that had a quarterback, but he retired. They brought in a rookie, and he was like, I'm not going there. I'm going to leave. And it goes to Kansas City, and I thought he was going to be like the best thing since sliced bread. And dude averages like 2 points a game. I'm talking about Juju Smith-Schuster. So to the point where I'm not even mad. Like you said, I'm just disappointed now. I'm like, man, I expected you to be here, and you're even below what you were doing. Like, you had better stats with Roethlisberger throwing you the ball.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Freaking Mahomes. I think he got his first catch in like the end of the second quarter. I was like, hey, he did something.
Yeah, I agree. I was hoping good things for him this week, but then again, the injury report of the hamstring came up. I'm like, oh crap! And I just did a hot take that maybe this is the week he's going to break out because Las Vegas cannot.
That was the second of two things you got wrong.
Yeah, well, Vegas can't stop anybody, but for some reason, the football gods, when the Raiders play Kansas City, they just compete. And almost to a point where, holy crap, Kansas City just gets spanked by these guys.
Do you think before the game, the targets for Kansas City just go into a room and flip a coin to see who's going to be the red zone target? Because
I don't know.
I feel like Kelsey.
Hey,
won
what's
this
up,
week.
Mike?
Hey, what's up, Michael?
How are you, dude?
I was.
I don't know. We're just talking about Juju, and
so yeah, he's my. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Yeah.
Like I said,
and I agree. I agree because I'm
such high
expectations
for the guy.
I can follow you on that one because I really thought that this was going to be the week against Las Vegas. Like I said, Las Vegas hasn't been able to stop anybody in the last recent weeks until apparently, like I'm in the last 2 seasons, the Raiders haven't really done hot until they play Kansas City. For some reason, when they play Kansas City, like all the talent comes out. So which means I'm like, all right, I'm now just gonna bet Raiders for here on out until we see change otherwise because I'm not convinced anymore. It might be because it's in division rivalry and they just they want to play harder or something, but it was just nuts. It was nuts watching that. Of course, Travis Kelce also saved the day, so yeah, that's also the other point. All right, so that was Mark's talking about Juju. Mine.
What do you have for us?
What's up?
I was just saying, what do you have for us?
So I'm not mad, just disappointed. I'm not mad at him. He's still putting up points on a weekly basis, except for week 3. He's putting up double digits points. And you know what? And I can say this now, and you'll probably know who it is. He's been an issue for me for the last couple of years, and but this last season he proved me wrong. This season I expected the same thing, because of the line, but apparently the line is still an issue, I guess. But he got double digits on week 1 against Pittsburgh, single digit, but not too bad against Dallas. Week 3 he put horrible numbers. Last week he had his only touchdown, and that's my biggest issue. This running back has only had one. What's up?
So he gets the yards, he just doesn't get in the.
Yeah, he's getting the yards, and he's getting.
Obviously, if he's
yards.
getting double digits, so.
The problem is he's not getting in the end zone, and it's not necessarily his fault either. Again, I'm not entirely mad. Just disappointed on how the way this entire team is actually ran. And that guy is Joe Mixon. Yeah. I don't know what's going on. We drafted him for like a high capital guy, probably in your first round, expecting him to at least get a touchdown at least one a week. He's only in the end zone once. That was last week against Miami, which you would think that he would have done that against Pittsburgh and New York Jets, but the Jets was actually surprising his worst game. So next week they have
turning that defense around. Are we too low on the Jets? I mean, they just spanked the Dolphins 40-17.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they have the right pieces. I mean, maybe it's not the most flashiest pieces that they have on that squad, but it's something.
Both Breece Hall and Michael Carter had almost 20 points in fantasy.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But obviously Breece Hall is real, and it looks like they're doing what they need to do there as an establishment with RB1, RB2 with Michael Carter and Breece Hall. Yeah, the targets are spreading around. I don't even know which is crazy because I don't even know which freaking receiver to start. It could be one. It could be Moore this week. Moore hasn't done anything. It could be Wilson or Davis, and Moore gets like in between the pylons, but he's not scoring touchdowns. So it's the Jets are really weird, and I don't know how I feel about starting them. I mean, Moore hasn't scored anything really fancy, but the usage is there.
Only had the one game, really.
Yeah.
So the passing game isn't quite there, but I feel like the defense and the running game seem to be on point at this point in the season for the Jets.
Yeah. So I don't know. I really it's kind of hard to determine on what to expect from them and what they're gonna do. But they're putting up some type of numbers. I mean, if you have Breece Hall, you're obviously plugging him in from here on out. I think he's a valid running back that if you drafted him in your dynasty leagues, you're gonna be happy. He's gonna be there for a while, and let's just hope he doesn't pull a Jonathan Taylor and just ghost us his second year or third year, I guess. I don't know, but
his third year for Jonathan.
Yeah.
I'll just ghost us, but ghost us, then get hurt. You're like, dude, come on.
Yeah. I don't know.
You force me to put Naheem Hines in for that Thursday night game, and in one play, just gone. I was like, awesome.
Yeah, what happened to Naheem? I didn't get to see. He got hurt?
He got a concussion. He
got a concussion. Okay.
Helmet to helmet on both sides of his head. Like one guy hit him, and then another guy hit him, and he literally did the thing where he did this, and then he tried to walk, and he couldn't walk. Like it was like, yeah, you're done. I was like, cool. You got 8 yards because it was a screen pass that he caught and moved it up 8 yards. I was like, cool, God, one play. Man.
That sucks.
One play and he's done. This day and age, yes.
Oh God, yeah. That's I don't like those numbers, man. I hate those numbers because you're look, running backs don't have a long shelf life. They really don't. If you're feeding him 33 in a single game and then you're going back and doing the same thing, like honestly, I'm happy if my running back is about 15, maybe 20.
Right.
20 the max. I don't want to give 30. 30's killing the guy. Like, you know how banged up he's getting?
Yeah, ask Najee Harris about that. He was getting 30-plus touches a game last year. Now look at him this year.
Ask Swift. It was like Swift week 10 or something like that, and then he was gone for like 4 weeks because they threw him in there for like 30-something runs. Who was this?
To be fair, I don't think they had any other running backs.
Last season?
Yeah.
You're talking about Swift or you're talking about...
Yeah, I'm talking about the Lions because there was one point where they're like, cornerback, you're a running back now, so you're over here.
Yeah. Derrick Henry 3. Oh,
yeah, well, that's Derrick Henry, so
that's a lot.
He's the outlier, but I feel like it will catch up to Derrick Henry at some
point. Yeah, I'm thinking about when he said I ran.
I'm assuming it's Madden.
I'm gonna go to week 5. Did anybody have that many? I'm gonna look at how many attempts. Who's the highest used last week? Running back week 5. Derrick Henry at 20. And that's what I like. I wouldn't have given it any more. The following right behind him is at 19. Both Joe Mixon and Saquon Barkley. 18 Nick Chubb.
Yeah, Madden.
Nah, you're going to run your running back down to the dirt, bro.
Well, Madden's a little different, I feel like.
Yeah, but don't their health, like their strength, deteriorate as the season goes by? Has it gone to that point yet or no?
So they have like if you're playing franchise mode, if your player is doing well, their attributes will go up, and then there's a certain age where it doesn't go up.
The regression,
and then it goes to a point where you basically cap out, and then after a while they do start deteriorating. But I think running backs could still be good until like 34 in Madden.
Jesus, the fatigue changes.
Well, there's fatigue too, like.
Well, the fatigue is not every game, but I'm just saying, like, as
relatively new. That's something they recently added. I was like, oh, really? They do have like a dynamic like attribute system. So like you could take a quarterback at like a 79 and throw like 5,000 yards and 50 touchdowns, and he'll be like an 88 or a 90 in one season.
Interesting. Yeah. I just wasn't sure if the more you use your running back the following game, like they'll be a little bit more tired, and if that is that the fatigue thing.
Oh, I think that with that, yes, though there is fatigue, and the more you use your players, like you have to manage it because there's practice too, and that kind of takes fatigue sometimes.
Okay. Which I'm assuming in the Madden game now the fatigue also triggers their strengths and all that too, right? Or no?
I think so. Really? I think it affects the attributes.
Okay.
And I think it affects your percentage of like being able to get hurt too. Like the more fatigued you are, the higher the chance for like an injury.
So assuming he would use Derrick Henry next week, he probably wouldn't be as productive. I'm thinking. I think it's 33 times and 200 yards and three.
Who he's playing. I think it depends on who he's playing.
But yeah, so that's to me that's a lot. But as in real life, last week, Derrick Henry actually ran for 20 attempts, 81 yards, a touchdown, and had 2 reception yards. Or 2 targets, caught both of them, and ran for 16 yards. So, I'm glad they're. What's up?
We managed to corral Henry a bit. We didn't let him run all over us.
Well, I mean, that's still a lot. It's almost 100.
81 yards is not a lot for Henry. It's low for Henry.
Yeah, but for a running back in general, it's almost 100 yards. I mean, for Henry, but I did say he was going to regress this year, and clearly he's shown that.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, was I right on that one.
Yeah, we were.
Get out.
Now I got Nick Chubb, the number 1 running back in the league.
Yeah, there you go. They're also using Henry in the passing game. Yeah,
that's weird. I never thought that happened.
I'm talking about. Is he talking about his Madden? I'm assuming we're still talking about your Madden.
Well, wouldn't he say I did? He said they, not I.
Yeah, they are. Oh, he said, yeah, you're right. Yeah, he had 2 targets and 16 yards this week. He caught both of them. What did he do last week? Let's see. Let's talk about. Let's look at Derrick Henry.
That's like trying to pass to Adrian Peterson in his prime. It's not something you see every day.
Yeah, last week he had 3. He had 5 targets, caught 3, and then the previous week he had 6 targets, caught 5. And in that week he did 58 yards against the Raiders, and then last week he was 33, and then he just completed 30 yards. So he's up there. He's averaging 11 to 12 yards per yards per catch. So not bad. Should be interesting on how they're going to use him. Really, I'm expecting freaking Hassan Haskins to probably start rolling out more. But anyways, that's it. All right, so let's watch this. Let's watch this clip, and then we'll talk about, or do you want to talk about our last segment?
No, we could do that and then do this segment. But I have a question for you, real quick, though. What do you think of the supposed fire sale that's going to happen in Carolina? Where's your ideal destination for DJ Moore? I've heard a couple landing spots.
Yeah, I heard about that.
But where would you, as a DJ Moore owner, like him to go? And I hate the fact that Christian McCaffrey's top landing spot is Washington. I'm like, why is it every time a player becomes available, the top landing spot is my team? Like, we're not going to get him. I don't even think I want McCaffrey, to be honest. Like, what we have to give up to get him?
Well, probably.
He's not going to be worth it. In my mind.
Your whole D line, probably.
Right? Like, we already have Robinson and Gibson. I'm good. We're good. I don't.
Yeah. Why add another one?
Yeah. I'm like, why? Oh, Rivera loves him. Oh.
If DJ Moore ended up Oh man, I can't even think about that right now. Like I don't even know. Like there are some teams like I could picture him in all 32 teams, and I can see how well it could produce.
Let me find the top landing spots.
Yeah, give me the top landing spots, and then I'll probably evaluate how we go from there. But I don't know about that. Because I mean, if it ends up, I can't see him in since. Say what?
Ravens.
Okay.
Rams.
Okay. That I kind of okay.
What else do we do? I think that's all I see right
here. Michael says Patriots.
Bills. Rams. Broncos. 100%. Oh no, that's McCaffrey. Here we go. Ravens, Chiefs, Giants, Packers, Rams.
Ravens, Chiefs,
Packers. I heard Packers were a top favorite because they.
Dude, if he ends up with the Packers, I'll actually.
If he ends up with the Chiefs, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be like, Juju, drop.
Yeah.
Like he's already not getting the ball. I can only imagine what's gonna happen.
Can you imagine what the things they would do there? It would be Tyreek Hill all over again.
Right.
The thing about DJ Moore is he's never had a good quarterback for him. Like he had the one, and that was Cam, and then that was the 1 year, and that was it.
What if the Rams do some sort of super deal and they get Moore and McCaffrey? Because McCaffrey's a top. Rams are a top landing spot for McCaffrey too.
I don't know what the Rams are doing. They haven't even given freaking OBJ his final contract yet either. Like they're still his crap is still
they're not done offering. That was one of the news things too. They said they're still in the feeling out process. They haven't finished.
Yeah, but we're already going into week 6. Like when are you gonna at what point? You gonna wait till the trade deadline? Like no.
I'm just saying this right now. If McCaffrey goes to the Bills, it's over. They're winning the Super Bowl. Can you McCaffrey goes to the Bills and stays healthy? Just forget it. No one's winning the Super Bowl but them. You imagine Allen, McCaffrey, Diggs.
That whole offense would change though. Allen would actually probably be a lot safer and less hurt. Because they would use him more. They would use him in the passing game, and Allen obviously can definitely pass. That'd be insane, to be honest.
Oh, I'm sure you would cry. Number 5 for McCaffrey is the Eagles.
Why? What's wrong with that?
Miles Sanders' production is going to go down.
Well, okay. Well, yeah, I would cry for Dynasty. What's up, Anthony? How are you? I probably would cry. But I don't think that's going to happen. There's no way.
Why would top things for McCaffrey are the Bills number 1, the Rams 2, Broncos 3, 49ers 4, Philly 5, and Washington 6. I don't even know why we're on this list. But...
Who's number 2 again?
Rams. And then number 5 for DJ Moore. I think if DJ Moore went to the Ravens, that'd be nuts too.
Yeah, definitely. Honestly, I see DJ Moore, if he'd go anywhere, he'd be nuts. Anywhere with a decent quarterback.
Packers.
Decent quarterback.
Up with Rodgers. I don't know what the Giants are on here, but if I'm DJ, I'm like, not there, please.
Maybe not.
I get their 4-1, and they're playing better, but
okay, but they're 4-1 because they've been playing teams that are sorry.
That's what I tell everyone too. I said they haven't blown out anybody. They're barely winning against teams that aren't good.
Right.
Point simple.
They're not that great. I don't know.
So give them props for that. Give them props for that. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, good for you.
They played Tennessee,
beating these teams.
They played Tennessee, Carolina, Dallas, Chicago, and Green Bay. Okay, and so far, it's been very productive. They've been sneaking these wins in. Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting on how and where they're going to land. Or I think that in the next coming up games, they're going to lose against Baltimore, Jacksonville, Seattle. It kind of might win that one. Then they have the bye week. Houston is a thing right now, which is weird. Detroit might give them a run. Dallas, I think they're going to split. So Washington split. Philly probably going to beat them. In Indy, I don't even know.
Michael says Bill Belichick's gonna work his dark magic to get DJ Moore.
I can't see that happening, man.
And then we got Bob Dole. What's up, Bob? We got is it time to trade Godwin? When is it time to hit the panic button on certain players? Like how many weeks?
I say 4 max.
So you're saying it's time to panic on Godwin?
I think so, yeah. Look, I like it. I was in the same boat as with Elijah Moore, as good as he was, and in one of my leagues, I actually swapped him out for Bateman, and I didn't feel good about that. Because Bateman's doing something, but it's like I don't like how well he did last season. What?
You gotta feel a little better now, though.
I do, but it was just like how well he did last season compared to this season. Godwin, you can't.
No, I get it. It's not all him, not just like I get.
No,
he's
because
not producing,
2 and 3 he didn't play,
but he hasn't been on the field either. And when he does play, he'll play like not that much in the games because it keeps re-aggravating his injuries.
Yeah, and then you would think like that he would have actually done something against Atlanta.
Yeah, no, the refs won that game for him.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. That was stupid. Grady, that was a sack, and everybody knows it.
Well, it's just like just like the Chris Jones play. I was like, how are you going to call that roughing the passer when the freaking passer doesn't even have the ball? Like, what?
I don't know.
And you can see him clearly land on his side with the ball to not land on Derek Carr. I was like, what is happening right now?
Yeah, Mac Jones needs an above average wide receiver to do good. Yeah, but first of all, Mac Jones needs to play. How about that? All right. You're talking about Bailey Zappi. Now we're talking about not even Bailey Zappi. We're talking about freaking who's back there right now?
Billy Zappi won that game, bro.
No, I thought
Billy Zappi beat the Detroit Lions. I'm never going to be able to.
It's Bailey Zappi. I thought he got hurt or some crap like that.
What, Bailey Zappi? What was I saying, Billy?
You're saying Billy. No, Bailey. I don't like. Look,
Bailey Zappi. I don't know how he won an NFL game, but he did.
I don't know. I don't like him. He's not real.
Okay. He was at the Senior Bowl, and I was like, how did this guy get to the Senior Bowl?
That's exactly my point.
He could put nothing under his passes. Like, his ball would just be like, woo. He was underthrowing everybody. And then he got drafted. It was like, were they not watching the same tape as me?
He's not doing that great.
I know he threw a pick to your boy.
But look. Besides, look, I've only gotten 3 samples out of this guy, and 2 of them where he was hurt. You got Pittsburgh and Carolina next.
Those are winnable games, I think.
I think I need to see what happens next game.
Wait, who has Pittsburgh?
Godwin.
Oh, Godwin. We're talking about Godwin.
They're in Pittsburgh.
For some reason we're talking about New England, and then all of a sudden you switched over.
No, I know. We veered off, and we never really.
I was like, New England already played. I was like, New England already.
No, well, we never finished the actual question. I'm not like.
Oh, Anthony says no, can't panic on Godwin yet. If he's definitely someone I would want to buy if you can get him cheap. Oh, I agree because I feel like he could still turn it around.
I need to see one more week out of it. I need to see another week.
The problem is getting him cheap, though, for me. Like, I'm sure I could probably get him, but someone's going to want an arm and a leg for him.
Oh, yeah, that's true. But you can always convince them, hey, he's not producing. If he doesn't produce next week, then yeah, I guess you can try and convince, hey, I'll give you something for something cheap. Next week would be the next week for me would be the judgment week.
Right.
Against Pittsburgh.
The Steelers.
Yes. Because like they're all banged up. Carolina's kind of banged up, but I think by week 7, I think Carolina will be getting everyone back. Chin should be back here soon. I don't think that's the game. But even then, they have a pretty good, decent backups to actually have things happen. And Justin Burris is doing pretty good there. So I'm gonna give it another week because that's at least a 4-game determination. Like the only thing that saves me to like him is that they gave him 10 attempts, 10 targets, week 4 against Kansas City. Which I do like that. I like double target, but they gave him they only gave him 3 week 1. They gave him 6 week 5, and then 4 was 10. I need to where they're at next week. But then I'll start panicking. And that's when I probably make the move.
Well, week 1, I don't think he was actually on the field that often, to be
honest. I'm not sure at what point he got hurt. So, but still, I'm not trying to buy any of those offensive guys on Buccaneers. I think so. Unless you're playing IDP, maybe the defensive guys, but no, offensively, it's just it's too much of a guessing game for me. I don't like that. But that's just how I feel about it. Take it or leave it. See if I'm wrong. I don't know. Yeah, we have one more segment to do. And that's our newest one.
And Heights.
Well,
Gridiron. I almost said Hawthorne Heights. I was like, what is wrong with me?
Well, no. Oh, Jesus. I have Mike Evans.
The early 2000 band. I don't know why I'm thinking of them.
Yeah. Mike Evans is probably the only one I want.
Oh, for sure. He's like the number 1 target.
He's the only one I want. Everything else, I'm not like. One of my friends in another league has played fantasy football for some time now, and never in his life had ever had Tom Brady. Ever. The one freaking year that he gets Tom Brady, he's doing horrible.
Well, I don't think you'd want a 40. But what do you expect from a 45?
Well, I mean, if he's still playing, last year he convinced us he still can do it. But now this year it's like, okay, all right, maybe you can't. Yeah, dude, Mike Evans.
Well, the man's going through a divorce and all this other stuff. I'm sure he's got a lot weighing on his mind. His team is banged up like no other.
True.
Supposed to have all these top targets and they're all hurt.
Yeah. It's just very, very interesting, very weird. But the way it is. All right. What is up, Panda Elite? All right. Do I trade Justin Jefferson, Lamar, and Leonard for Kupp, Kirk, and Rodgers? No.
Yeah, no.
You're giving 2 elite players for 1 elite player.
Yeah, the only thing you're gaining is Kupp. You're winning the other. Yeah, no, I don't like that.
Kirk is average, a little bit above average. I'm not gonna lie, a little bit above average, and Rodgers is just like, well, not putting up what we're used to. So yeah, no, I'm not about to do that. No, sir. I would just keep JJ, Lamar, and Leonard. All right. What do you mean?
I don't know.
What do you mean?
But we got Panda Elite's comment first on here. We're just going down the list.
No, Jimmy, no. If I did, I apologize, but there's no way on mine. There's no way. From what I see on my screen, I got Panda at 645.
Yeah, I had to look up to see if we missed it because I saw that. Like
Jimmy was at 645 at the same time, and then Anthony, which I'm not reading right now because it's Anthony. It's also at 645. So no.
Yeah, we got no. And then his other one on how you skipped is at 645. So we got 4 comments within the same minute.
No, all right. Hey, what do you think about Deontay Johnson, Najee Harris? Najee Harris, I'm trying to sell for the name.
Yeah, might be that time.
Right now,
probably gonna get a haul for him.
Yeah, I'm trying to sell for the name. Maybe you can try and convince somebody to try and get rid of him. I'm out. I don't think the Steelers are gonna be able to try and do what they're used to. Maybe it'll get better, but again, at this time, we're about to hit bye weeks. And I don't feel comfortable putting a guy who's like ranked 24, 25 in my rankings when it comes to running backs. He's too low of an asset, and we draft him probably in the first round. You could probably try and trade him for someone who's hurt, one of these starting running backs who's hurt. Maybe the guy who has Swift and's hanging on to him. He's like, hey, I give you Najee now, and then you get Swift later. I don't know. Try that. I don't know.
Swift would be a heck of a get. I'm telling you, after this week, he's going to explode.
But if the guy who has Swift is struggling at running back because they're waiting on Swift to come back, I can give him a running back now. You can tell him that. Maybe it'll work, but I mean, I don't. It's going to be one hell of a swing. Yes, you're right. It's yeah.
And then Deontay Johnson, he's dead in the water. I think. I don't know. They got a rookie quarterback. I don't know. I'm just.
He's putting. I don't know what he got. Oh, this is with Mitch. When Kenny comes in, I don't know how it's going to happen. They got Tampa Bay, Miami, and Philadelphia. 1, 2, 3 pretty good defenses.
Sell.
I'm selling these guys. But that's just how I feel about it. I don't know if it's going to be any type of value, but look, try and sell something. Get something worth it. Funny because I have Brady twice. First time first time is when he tore his ACL, and then this year I took him in a super flex league. Oh man, that sucks, dude. That sucks.
Apparently on their side it says he's first.
Look, I'm sorry. But we're getting to it. But then Panda says not mine was first. All right. Settle down. All right. Because we're all big. No, we're
because we got I think it's because we got the 4 comments within a minute. So he's like, "Cause you all big time."
No, we are far from it. We were dead for the first freaking 30 minutes.
Right? None we just now finally picked up.
I was dragging our last segment to we're still gonna watch Iron Heights. By the way, we watch Iron Heights here every Wednesday when they roll out a new one. So that's kind of funny. I haven't seen it. We watch live reaction of Iron Heights. If you know what Iron Heights is, basically a spoof skit of Bleacher Report. It's like a cartoon based thing. It's sometimes they're funny, sometimes they're lame, sometimes it's like, wow, I wasted my time. But we're gonna watch that, and we still got to do our last segment, a new segment that we're rolling out this week. I don't even know if we're gonna do it. I think we're doing it tomorrow. But should I start Higgins this week because he was out last week and he cost me a loss? Cincinnati. Holy crap! Cincinnati has New Orleans,
and he didn't practice today, but they expected, or he didn't practice yesterday, but they expected him in some capacity to practice today. Whether he did or not, I don't know.
What's up?
What's up, then, boys? Glad to see you're still here.
Yeah, I think they go on live tonight too. They usually go these late nights on Wednesdays right after us too, or maybe like an hour away from us. I think they go like 8 o'clock our time. Anyways, besides the point. Higgins. Oh, Higgins. I don't know.
Listed as questionable.
No, I'm not. I think Marshawn Lattimore would probably either Lattimore's going to contain him.
No, he's going to be on Chase.
Chase. More than likely, it's going to be Chase. Which means, no, I don't feel comfortable about it. I think New Orleans defense is
I don't feel comfortable just because of the injury.
Oh yeah, but I mean, even his health. I mean, I don't think so. I don't feel comfortable about it. But yeah, that's just how I feel about it. Mark feels about it. So can I try? But he's Cooper Kupp's stingy owner. Oh, I could try. So you're talking about one of these guys, you're in your Steelers guys for Cooper Kupp, yeah. Well, if they're stingy, they're not going to do it. Like, you're just wasting your time.
Oh man!
Unless you're doing both of them for Cup, and if he's gonna say no, then forget it. Yeah, I don't even worry about it. Swift going to score maybe four points less than Najee next week. Wow.
And he goes, "Yes, I know he's on bye."
Yeah. Wow. Well, dude, I just can't believe like everyone bought into, like, you and I were like, that line is still messed up. We said this at the beginning of the season, like that line is garbage, and they are not fixing it. I don't think that Najee's gonna do anything, but hey, here we are.
You start Robinson. Do you think Robinson has a big game against the Bears tomorrow?
I hate this, and I really hate this, man. Because I drafted Gibson.
About to say.
I drafted Gibson 2-3 years ago, thinking he was going to be the next big thing, right? It kind of hurts me and stings me that
he was close. He was like right here doing it.
Oh yeah, my guy is getting benched by this freaking 4 or 5 year old college guy, dude. Brian Robinson was under Najee, was under Jacobs, was under, who else was over there? There's other running backs that started over him in freaking Alabama. I can't think of them. And it sucks that I'm like, this guy's not going to be anything when he gets in. We'll see. But against the Bears, yeah, I think so. But if you're a Gibson owner, I think they're still going to utilize him. Like, they're not just going to fade him away. Like, look how many teams have 2 running backs, okay? He's not going to be dropped. If you drop them, what happens if Robinson gets hurt 4 or 5 weeks from now? Unrelated to the injury he has now. Just saying. Gibson's still valuable. He's just not the one. But yeah, if you're starting him against over Najee Harris, yes. That can't be Damian Harris because obviously he's hurt. But yeah, you're putting Robin. That's how much faith I have in Najee right now. I'm not putting him in. Should I sign Dak off waivers and wait for him to get better because Lamar's by? Yeah. Yes. 100% yes. I don't think Dak is probably gonna play until maybe week 7, but if like I don't know, Mark, help me out with this one.
Was it TJ Yeldon that he was behind?
Who? Talking about TJ
Robinson?
Yeldon? Maybe.
Robinson.
No. Is it? No.
Well, it wasn't the other active running backs that are in the NFL because Kenyon Drake was gone a while ago. Damian Harris was gone a while. I had no idea Damian Harris went to Alabama.
Yeah. All right. Well, you're looking up that. I guess.
Oh, I was just curious.
Well, I asked you about this question, and I said,
should I sign Dak off waivers and wait for him to get better?
Lamar's not until week 10. I would say by week 10 he's going to be fine, right? What is Dak doing week 10?
Just hope we don't get week 1 Dak.
No, God no. Well, that was also Tampa Bay.
Do you think that Dak's finger was hurt? Because I heard that he had hit his finger in practice, but they were saying, "Oh no, he's fine." And then he looked god awful in that game. Then hits his finger again.
Twice. Like, it was twice.
Yeah, twice in that game. And I'm
Same
wondering,
guy. Same spot.
He was hurt going into that game. I'm wondering if he wasn't hurt going into that game. Even before he hit his fingers, he looked awful.
I mean, I want to put the argument that it was Tampa Bay's first week defense that they just annihilated. Tampa Bay's pretty good defense. Like, that's what they have.
I say go for it.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, week 10. Look, here's who is playing week 10. Green Bay. That helps you out, Mark. And then this is after the bye, so Dak should have another week of rest. They should be planned for Green Bay. I say go for it. And especially quarterback situation right now, it's really scarce as much as the running back right now. So,
right.
Which better, Lions or Steelers? Who is better, basically, right?
Just teams, defenses, and fantasy.
I'm on this season. Hold on, this season. Look, I'm a big fan of the Lions right now, and they're still losing by like a few points. I hate to say this. I really hate to say this, but they're losing by like 3.
Are the Lions 1-4?
Yeah, they're not. But they're losing by like not much though. They're doing exactly what they did last season. They're losing by stupid things, but they can turn it around. I think the Lions are better. I think the Lions are better than the Steelers. At least I know what I'm getting. From when I look at the Steelers, I don't know what I'm getting. I don't know. They're switching quarterbacks. I don't know what's going to happen. Everyone in the defense is high-fiving their way in and out of the emergency room because they're getting hurt.
It's an exaggeration.
I say what I want. Look,
74 teams? No way. Is he really?
The thing is, I'm taking Lions. I'm taking Lions.
No, I agree. I said that too from the beginning. I think the Lions are better. At this point in time, they are a better team than the Steelers. Sure, they got to figure out how to close out games. They got to figure out how to win games. I think they'll get there. But the Steelers just seem to be a mess.
Yeah. Which side? Andrews, Burrow, Chase, Devontae Smith, Ramondre Stevenson, Hurts, or Ertz, or Ertz.
Why does one only have 3 and the other has? Oh no, there's just that one has 4.
I'm gonna take the stack, a decent tight end, and Stevenson's gonna be the number 1. I've been saying this. He's gonna outrun Harris. Now, even I know it has nothing to do with his injury, but I still say Harris never got hurt. I still think Stevenson was gonna outperform him. I really think he was gonna start outperforming him. Andrews, yeah, you're giving up Andrews. Burrow, Chase. Look, I don't know, but Hurts right now is the number 3 quarterback right now. Plus all the running and rushing. Who are you taking on this? Are you taking Burrow Chase stack with Andrews? Or are you taking?
Why is there no running back on the left side there?
It's not part of the deal. It's not part of the deal.
Oh, so this is a trade.
I'm assuming it's a trade.
That makes more sense in that fashion now that I think about it. So we have Andrews, Burrow, Chase. Oh yeah, I'm taking Andrews, Burrow, Chase.
You're taking Andrews, Burrow, Chase.
Yeah.
I'm taking Stevenson, Smith, Hurts, and Ertz.
Well, I think Andrews. The number 3. Well, I like the stack with. I feel like yes, they're underachieving right now, and a lot of people want to just get rid of them. But I feel like they will figure it out. They will be good again this year within like 2 weeks. I think Burrow and Chase will go off again, and I love Mark Andrews.
All right,
I'm going with that.
Here's who we have. The Cincinnati Bengals has New Orleans, Atlanta, Cleveland next 3 games. Carolina, then the bye week. Okay,
those are 3 out of those 4 games look good for them.
Okay, but here's who Jackson has. Or sorry, I don't know why. Yeah, the Baltimore Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, I was.
They got New York Giants, Cleveland, Tampa Bay, New Orleans.
Okay. I think one of those will be tough, but
they both have a bye week on the 10th week.
Oh, that sucks.
But hear me out. Right after Baltimore has their bye week, Carolina, Jacksonville, Denver, Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Atlanta, Pittsburgh,
oh my God.
Cincinnati.
Oh my God.
After
Baltimore's
Cincinnati
gonna
has
run
their bye week,
shot.
it's Pittsburgh, Tennessee, Kansas City, Cleveland, Tampa Bay, New England, Buffalo, and Baltimore. If you ask me, I'm taking the easier schedule, and I'm taking. I hate you. I don't like that. I don't like that. No. Because that goes against what I'm picking right now. I still like that Hurts is the number 3 quarterback right now, and he's still going to produce numbers. With Devontae Smith, Ertz is pretty good. Alyssa, hello, ladies.
Oh, don't skip comments. People will get angry.
Yeah, but Alyssa comes. Yeah, whatever.
I'm just kidding.
Alyssa comes in and then she dips. So I gotta acknowledge her now.
I know.
I gotta acknowledge her now because she.
Oh,
dips.
Look, they just made that trade.
Oh wow! Okay.
So you chose them boys' side, and I chose Anthony's side.
Look, Andrews, Burrow. I'm liking Smith, Hurts, Ramondre Stevenson. Look, Stevenson. Look, you give me an extra running back? Yeah, sure. Why not? I'm all over that. I am all over that. I have 74 teams. This is the best ball one you're talking about that you skipped over?
Yeah, it says he has 74 teams this year.
And 0.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
And they said, I'll send you a screenshot.
Okay.
Let's say you were lying. It's a lot. I don't know if I'd be able to keep. I guess if it's best ball, you don't have to really do anything, huh?
I'll send you a screenshot. Why I would lie to you. The Underdog sponsorship has its perks. Yeah, I believe it. All right, so Gabe Davis and Curtis Samuel for Joe Burrow. So his friend asked him. Gabe Davis and Curtis Samuel for Joe Burrow.
Is he gonna have?
And that was a nice question, then, boys. By the way,
it was actually nice.
Yeah. See, she does it all the time. If I don't acknowledge her now, she leaves. She does it all the time. And how about them Falcons, though? Dude, they got screwed. They got screwed, and should have. Yeah. She does have. She does trump every single one of you. I don't care, because you guys are all sticking around. At least Alyssa just says hi, and gives her peace and then dips. I'm just glad you're alive and well. Davis, Curtis Samuel for Joe Burrow.
Gabe Davis and Curtis. I feel like that's a low asking price for Joe Burrow, but then I'm like, Gabe Davis has been lining it up.
He also has Lamar Jackson, though. This is he'll have Lamar Jackson, and but if you do that, then you're screwed, because then you're gonna have 2 quarterbacks gone in the same week. You can't do that trade. You might as well just pick up Dak. Because if you end up with Joe Burrow, both Joe Burrow and Lamar Jackson are going to be gone in the same week, and now you're out of a quarterback. Unless you pick up Dak now, and then you're going to have 3 quarterbacks, which 2 of them are going to be roster cloggers, and then you could probably use for trade bait. You could do that.
That's true.
You can do this.
So get Gabe Davis and Curtis Samuel for Joe Burrow and pick up Dak.
I don't know. Gabe Davis, though, is on. Look,
is he going to be able to do what he did this past weekend?
Yes. Yes.
You think so?
Look, the only time he wasn't able to do that was because his ankle was banged up. He couldn't perform the same way he did. But once he was finally healed, look what we just saw. He did that week 1, hurt his ankle, so he was out. It re-aggravated it week 3 and 4 or whatever. Couldn't perform. I don't think he played week 2 because of it. Week 3 he tried, didn't really do much. Week 4 he tried, and again didn't really do much. And those 2 weeks I did say he's going to be very touchdown reliant, because he wasn't going to have those big yard bombs. And then look what happened week 5. A full healthy Gabe Davis, air yards to the max, bro. Give that a thought. And no, your friend was asking, not me. Okay, so it's not for you. He has Kirk Cousins as his quarterback. Let me look at his bye week and look at his schedule, because that's going to determine my question, and then we'll go. Yeah. They split. So Kirk Cousins' bye week is the 7th. He's got Arizona, Washington, Buffalo, Dallas, New England, Jets, Detroit, Indy. Cousins is going to do Cousins things. He's going to be running in the mill. Mediocre. Tell your friend to subscribe. Yeah. Tell him to come in here and ask him himself.
Right?
Look, guys, what are we at? We're 90 away from the next jersey. I know that's a lot to say, but now we sound like Anthony and boys.
Right.
We're only 100 away from the next Gabe Davis jersey, but that's I'm sorry, man. Anthony, I love you. Look, I don't know. I feel like Kirk Cousins is going to get you through the season. You're taking a risk by giving away one of your, what I presumably say would potentially rank a good receiver this season. I thought last year was going to be Gabe Davis's breakout, but apparently I was wrong, and I was a year too early.
Well, it was his breakout in the playoffs. Well,
in the playoffs, but I meant for fantasy. Yeah, no, you're right. I could be wrong. I could be right. It was in the general area. But yeah, I don't know. I like having one of the Buffalo Bills weapons. I just acquired freaking McKenzie in one of them, and I'm happy about that. Again, I don't know. Like, it's just, if you have a Buffalo Bill that's attached to Josh Allen, I think he's going to produce. Look at McKenzie, look at Gabe Davis, look at Diggs. They're all doing really well. Knox is about to come back, and I wouldn't surprise me if he has a good game here pretty soon too. Josh Allen is one of the greatest quarterbacks this year, if not for the next couple of years. And he's gonna feed these guys. I'm not giving away Gabe Davis like that. And I think the Curtis Samuel is just a cherry on top, I'm assuming. So okay, so Anthony, for real though, hey, I was a classic idea to do it at 600, and we love you too. Well, yeah, hey, but yeah, no. Look, if you don't know who they are, look in the description below. I think we have them as our friends in the channel, or go through our channel list. We have them as friends of the channel. We have the Get Right guys there. They're a little bit more professional than us. We like to screw around, talk a bunch of crap, and make fun of you guys while you guys make fun of us. And that's how we do. Them, they like, I'm not saying that my takes aren't professional either. Like, what I tell you guys is for real, 100% how I feel about it. Like, even them boys was giving me crap about my Marquise Brown in our Build the Blocks league. He goes, "Oh, you're sticking to your guns on this." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm sticking to my guns." So that league, it's a test run. We're doing you draft one player per week and you add to your lineup. I picked up Marquise, and then them boys was like, "Oh yeah, you really think he's gonna be the guy?" I'm like, "Yeah, I think he's gonna be the guy." You get your friend here.
He said, hey, at least look. You have segments though.
yeah, that's true. Speaking of segments, before I leave you guys, let's watch this one. Let's watch, or what do you want to do? Guys, what do you want to do? Segments first? You want to do our newest segment? Or do you want to watch the Iron Heights?
So I wasn't giving you crap. I love the conviction.
Hey, look, I speak damn it, I can't even talk right now. Help me out, Mark. I'm doing what I speak, right? Help me out here.
You're like, I know what you're trying to say, but I can't think of it either.
Yeah. I'm practicing what I'm preaching.
There you go. You practice what you preach. There you go.
Yeah. I still think what's a segment? Well, hey guy, if you ever watched our crap, my whole show is one log run sent. No, it's more like two little girls talking throughout the whole freaking show. That's what it is. You and Mike do not know how to shut up. I'm just kidding, man. Oh man. I said, put your money in your mouth. It is. Yeah. See, I could make fun of Anthony, and I know he's one of our main number one guys. Look, we just did our minimum Max Crosby one, which we've done, and I'm glad. He's just been relevant. We did our I'm not mad, just disappointed already. Our last and newest one is will they or will they not hit? But I wondered if you guys wanted to watch the only contenders in the rebuilding. Let's do that one. Let's do that. Let's do that, and then we'll end with our last segment because it involves a chat, whoever's in. We're going to do that one. So let me put up this. I'll make sure my volume's good. We're going to do a live feed. Here we go. We watch these live. We haven't watched this, so we're about to watch this together and see only contenders in the rebuilding. Let's watch it.
Danny, what did you do?
Oh, God. They think we're killing it.
We're not contenders. Do they really expect me to figure it all out in one season?
If you're a contender, you can't live in this building.
We're being set up by someone we know. An overly quirky collection of oddballs, losers.
Have you seen the show with Selena Gomez? This is what this shows. Yeah. It's basically their murder.
Of course, this is the one trying to get the information. Like, how do we do this?
So murder happened in the building, and this is when they're actually doing. They're being a spoof of it. You missed the maximum or minimum. Yeah. Oh yeah, we did that first go. Like
it was maximum.
It was maximum. We were both wrong. For the first time, we were wrong.
Yeah.
Freaking guy scored like 15. We didn't think he was going to catch up to freaking Patrick Mahomes. All right, so let's do this again. Rewind it. Wentz telling them they can't contend.
Set up by someone we know. An overly quirky collection of oddballs, losers, and whatever the Seahawks are. Do we really know any of them? Why am I podcasting so much?
That's sneaky interesting. Coming up next on the Bill Sim.
Our schedule? We've just been taking out the garbage.
I already spoke to the authorities. We didn't do anything wrong.
Sounds like someone spread a nasty little rumor about me. Again.
They had to be close to us. Someone in our division.
Hey, sorry. Still here. Do you guys know how to get out?
So it's either the Cowboys or the Eagles.
It was me. We're contenders.
He's an old man. He doesn't know what he's saying.
I'm just humble Jalen Hurts, man.
Are you? Just think about it. Jalen Hurts.
Oh, it's in his name.
People hurt people.
Fine. Sure. I hit it in college. But the truth is, I'm a stone cold killer. Arrest me.
What? What? No, man. You just have to go live with the good teams.
It's been too long. Let's catch
up. Coming up, we'll talk to my buddy Doink about whether the Giants would be better off with a back like Rex Burkhead. I'm telling you, celery is the nobody believes in us vegetable of crudité. Brian Hoyer, Ewing Theory candidate? Is Shaggy from Scooby-Doo the Cordero Patterson of Hanna-Barbera?
Oh my gosh. All right.
Oh, that was funny.
Okay. All right. That wasn't too bad. We've seen some horrible ones. All right. Let's end the show on our last one. We're running late here at an hour and 15. So, all right. Our newest segment we're doing today is I have chosen a player for Mark. Mark's chosen a player for me. We're gonna guess the over-unders if they're gonna hit or not. So Mark, are you ready to look up your player? If I give you want to go first? You want to give me your player first? Up to you. I have mine.
I have mine.
Give it to you. Okay. Go ahead, give me your player, and then we'll talk about that. And then the chat will give us theirs when we're done.
Yes. For me, I have chosen a defensive player.
Oh, Jesus.
I feel like this will be his first time playing healthy all year. Dealing with an injury, but now he's healthy. But will Cam Curl beat his projection of 7.1 against the Chicago Bears?
Oh, no. That's what you're giving me? Yeah. No. Let me see here.
In the three games that he's played, he beat projections once, nearly got there a second time, and then underperformed against Tennessee.
And then he's projected to do at least 7 to 8 points next against Chicago.
Yeah, I'm not enjoying that. I just realized what his projections were for against Chicago.
This is what you give me. This is what you give me. Jesus. Mark, give me something harder. No, he's not going to hit that. They'll be even lucky if Justin Fields can throw 15 yards down the freaking way. This was too easy, Mark. Not bad for the first time we're running this one. I won this one already because he is not going to hit that. And let me write that down. Cameron Crowe is not going to hit that. I got to write this down.
When he gets 2 pick sixes.
All right, so here's what we should do. Now that we're bringing this a competition, we got Max Crosby. Will they or will they not hit? We need to. Are we doing spike bets? No, that's not our thing. We need to do something else for a punishment.
Yeah, that's not our
what's up?
I said that's not our thing.
No, we got to do something. What, bragging rights? What's up, Lucky? How are you? And this is the guy. This is the guy. Okay. All right. Did you tell him what we thought? If not, you could rewind it. It's up to you. I think we're probably somewhere at like around 45 minutes is when we kind of got to that. But the question was to you, Lucky. It was Gabe Davis, Curtis Samuel for Joe Burrow, right? And I said no. I said no because you're giving a potential elite receiver, and you had Kirk Cousins, right?
Yeah.
So Kirk Cousins had an actual pretty decent schedule coming up. So, let me see here. Kirk Cousins has Arizona, Washington, Buffalo. That's the strongest one, Buffalo, right there. Dallas is another heated one. But here's who you have in your playoffs. Okay, I'm looking this far ahead already because some teams are already 0-5. So you kind of want to weed them out. Kirk Cousins, now depending on when you guys are starting your playoffs, okay, should start about week 15 and week 17. Some might do week 14. But even then, you got week 13, you got the Jets, you got Detroit. That's playoff week number 1, right? Then you got the Giants. That's playoff week number 2. And the Green Bay somehow just folds against these guys usually towards the end of the season because either Green Bay is going to make it or they're not, and then this is when they start pulling players out. And Lucky's 0-5.
No.
I see why you're trying to make this move. No, that's understandable. But here's how the Bengals have. Okay, you got New Orleans, might be a difficult one. Got Atlanta, nice. Cleveland, okay. Carolina, okay. Then you got the bye. But then you got Pittsburgh, Tennessee, Kansas City, Cleveland. You already have 3 to 4 tough matches, not to mention Tampa Bay, week 2 of your playoffs if you start week 14. Week 14, you have Cleveland. Not that great. Week 2 of your week, that's week 1. Week 2 of Tampa Bay and and then New England and then Buffalo. Again, wherever you start your playoffs, I'm not liking Joe Burrow against these teams. 15 is Tampa Bay, New England, and Buffalo. You're ending your playoff run if you make it. Say you win for the next weeks, right? You're 0-5 now, and you continue to win. If you make it to playoffs, you're gonna face Joe Burrow against that hard defense of Buffalo, where Kirk Cousins has an easier schedule. And on top of that, Gabe Davis is a monster. And the only reason we were fighting for Gabe Davis right now, Mark actually asked me the question, is well, do you think he's going to perform that way? And what was exactly because he did crap in the middle? It wasn't the week 1, right?
No.
Week 1, yeah, sorry.
No,
1, he was healthy. Week 2, I don't think he played. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure he didn't play. Week 3, injured his ankle again. He re-aggravated it. Week 4, he tried to play again. Week 5, we just got done doing, and that's a healthy Gabe Davis. I expect more of that. A healthy Gabe Davis will do that. You're not trying to get rid of your best asset, and I'm sorry, but I think Kirk Cousins is probably your best bet to keep him. That's just how I feel about it. I mean, if you really want to make the trade, hey, who am I to tell you no?
It's true.
Thank you for coming in, Lucky. Appreciate it. And Michael, thank you for being here.
Yes, thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay. So before that, we were doing our last segment, and we were doing. Oh, I didn't give you your play. You gave me.
Yeah, you never gave me a play. I was sitting here waiting.
No, I told you Cameron Curl. No, he's not gonna hit. He's not gonna hit 7 points. There's no way.
I think he will.
Yeah, no problem, Lucky. You think he will? Okay, I disagree. I don't think he will. I don't think Justin Fields will get it that deep.
It's true. Braden was telling me that Cooper Kupp has more receptions than Fields has pass attempts.
Exactly. I don't think Cameron Curl's even going to be a thing. Cameron Curl's going to get 4 points this week. He's going to get 4 tackles this week. Oh, Lucky. We also do IDP. It's individual defensive players. It's a little different perspective on fantasy football. It's an entire whole different another level of madness when it comes to football. Yeah, I can show you.
Bad. He says, I'm pretty bad. And then Mike's like, yeah, you better subscribe, Lucky.
Well, you do what you want, man. You don't have to. It's up to you.
Did you see that, though? After the 34 carries, Derrick Henry got injured.
Yeah, there it is. I told you, boy.
Oh, sweet. Thanks, man, Lucky. We really appreciate that.
Thanks, man. Look, so this is Cameron Curl. He thinks freaking he's gonna outscore 7. He's gotten 3, 6, and these are just tackles. Like 8 tackles got him. I think that was 7 tackles and an assist or something like that. But yeah, so basically IDP, it's like individual defense players rather than a whole defense. You got your linebackers, your DBs, and your defensive line. It's a total different madhouse. If you love football that much as we do, I watch both sides of the ball, and it's so much fun. Mark, how do you feel now? Like, I keep asking you this every season. Like, I introduced you to IDP.
Yeah, you did.
So,
like I said, it was kind of overwhelming at first, but now it's like, I don't know. I think individual defensive players is so much better than just a defense. It changes the way you watch the games. Like, you focus on like defensive plays. You're like, was that my guy? Was that my guy? Like, who did that?
Yeah,
who forced
especially
that?
When he runs into your running back.
Looks like they're bringing it out. Yeah, and then you have like the whole double sack thing that me and him were thinking of like 2 years ago, just sitting there, and we're like, you imagine if like your linebacker goes up against your running back?
Yeah, it's a stack. It's somewhat of a defensive stack. Like
or if your quarterback is going up against your DB, like it's crazy. Your receivers going up against the DB, or the defensive end sacks your quarterback, and you're like, well, he lost points, but I gained points. You know, it's so much more to think about, and like now I can't even. I don't know. I play in a couple redraft leagues where it's just defenses, and those are just kind of boring now. Like, they really are.
It is because you think about the individual part. All right, let me get to this last one, and then we'll do mine.
Oh, we have 2 more.
I
skipped Lucky's.
Hold on, did you skip Lucky's?
I did. Doesn't see it till right now.
I'm not sure what to do with DJ Moore. Should I trade him? I'm not arguing against you on keeping him. He actually did a lot better when Sam Darnold was in. If there's a slight chance
for those first 4 weeks,
if Sam Darnold actually makes starting quarterback when he gets back, DJ Moore might actually be fantasy relevant. First 4 weeks of the season, they were on fire.
Yeah.
And then Darnold got hurt, and then it was just mediocre from there. Yes. But Darnold should be back, and he should do just good. That's if they give him the keys. If they don't give him the keys, like DJ Moore, you're going to use because of the bye weeks. You're going to have to use him. I have him in a league, my Dynasty league, actually. I'm not. You can try and trade him if anybody likes him. He's a good, solid wide receiver 3 right now. My only prayers and hopes right now, if Sam Darnold makes the starting lineup and he actually starts playing and then they connect again. That's my only hope. That's where I'm relying on. But right now he's your wide receiver 3, and he's going to be a filler once these bye weeks kick off. So that's how I feel about DJ Moore. So All right. Do you think Blake Martinez is going to be fantasy relevant time? And you know what's funny? When I heard this, I almost hit you up on Sleeper. Because you and I were actually really high on Blake Martinez. I actually have him in that freaking best ball league that you dragged me into, by the way, which I'm not liking at all. No, it has nothing to do with the people in it or anything.
Oh no, I didn't think you had that. I just thought it was funny.
Well,
Martin found a league he didn't like. That's all.
Yeah, I know.
Usually,
I thought it was going to be
everything.
I thought it was going to be easy, you know. And he's like, yeah, it's $5. Just come in and just have some fun. I did the draft, longest draft of my life. It was a slow draft, but it was
even longer than ours for the guillotine.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it's just funny, and then people were complaining about ours. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know, right?
What's funny is none of those people in the guillotine lane actually watch our show, except for maybe 3.
Yeah.
Only 3 of them. There's people that got brought in for the guillotine lane, sub to the channel, and hasn't watched an episode because we just gave away our second jersey. By the way, Lucky, freaking Michael just got himself a nice jersey. Again, it should be coming soon. I told Mike, I'm like, hey, it might be no more than 2. It might be more than 2 months. That's just kind of how it is. It could be 3 weeks, 2 months.
The guy is busy. It's football season.
He is. So, but it's nice. By the way, it was I don't know, Mike. It's up to you. Can I reveal your jersey, or do you want me to show it when it gets here? So yeah, 16 teams and
32 rounds. Woo.
Yeah, it was long. It was 54 at first. It was 54 rounds at first. And then we're like, this is taking forever. We're never going to finish this. So the reason why I don't like that league, it's a best ball league. Best ball, you just draft and that's it. That's it. Never look at it again. You can go in there and chat with people. Oh, yeah, I lost, whatever. What I don't like about it is I can't set my own lineups, and I think that's where I excel against other people. Other people's mistakes where I excel on, where I think I'm predicting something better ahead of them. I do the right lineup, they do the wrong lineup, and then I win.
Except for when you're playing.
It's my only losing one. Reveal it? Okay. I will show it on the show first, but right now I will tell them. So Michael got himself a nice Dynasty Pylon jersey, obviously with the number 2 on it. Congratulations, you're the second one. It is the blue, not the dark blue, but the light blue Chargers one. You know, with the bolts on the shoulders and whatnot. Yeah, thank you. I didn't want to degrade it to baby blue. I'm like, no, that's not it.
Powdered blue.
Yeah, the powdered one. Yeah. So it was nice. So I'm actually excited. So whenever that comes in, I'll show it on the show first, and then that day I'll send it off to Mike. All right. So again, let's end the show with the last one. We did yours. I didn't do mine. Geno Smith, Mark. Geno Smith.
You went with a quarterback? I see. I almost went with a quarterback.
Well, he's the biggest waiver wire right now. He's against Arizona. And let me tell you what Arizona's quarterbacks have done. All right. He's projected to be at least 24 to 25 points. Okay.
Yeah, 24.78.
Well, yeah, in our league. But all right. Patrick Mahomes was number 1. Obviously gave him hell. That's Patrick Mahomes. That's 47.5. Derek Carr, when he faced him, 25 points. Stafford, when he faced him, 12 points. Baker Mayfield, week 4, 9 points. Jalen Hurts, which, by the way, was a good game. Mark and myself were there. I don't think I've ever heard the Cardinals Stadium be more loud than that night in my life. I don't know, Mark's deep down in his phone, but
I was just looking at his prior weeks. I agree. Not only that, but it was just like it's in Arizona, And when the Eagles have the ball, there's a little bit of noise to try to disrupt them. But then when the Cardinals would have the ball, like they were doing silent counts because it was so loud. Like you shouldn't have to do silent counts in your own stadium.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Get out of here, bro. Yeah, it's funny. You know what's funny is I was talking to Mike at like 7 a.m, and I was at work or whatever. I wasn't home, and I was talking. Hey, man, well, we could talk about on the Discord. By the way, Lucky, we're on the Discord as well. I'm in there. Mark's in there. A few of our other guys from the Nerd Huddle's in there. We answer questions in there all the time. But if you want to go ahead, join. Up to you. Next 2 weeks, actually. Not this Sunday. I won't be here, but the following Sunday, I'm going to have a Red Zone day. So on Discord, guys, I'm going to have a Red Zone day. If you don't have a Red Zone, come watch Red Zone with us on Discord. That'll be free. Come chat with me. You ain't got to put your camera on if you want, but you can talk to me. I'll be in and out all day. That day, specifically the 23rd, and we'll be watching Red Zone together. As long as my internet holds up that entire day, we're good. But yeah, so go ahead. But yeah, Jalen Hurts put up 29 points again. So kind of all over the place. Anywhere between 20. I'd say anywhere. I'm gonna say average about 17 to 20 points because Baker's 9 whopping points really decreased.
I'm gonna say he will not. He will not.
You're saying he's not gonna get 24 to 25.
I don't think
points.
he will. I don't think he will.
Okay, so I say no to your Cameron.
My biggest factor for saying that is because, like, I think Kenneth Walker will be good, but it's gonna be like his first NFL start. So I don't know where his head's going to necessarily be at. So I think he might kind of not be there. And without being able to run the ball, I think that just hurts their passing game. I think they need to be able to run the ball to pass.
Okay.
So I'm going to say he will not get to projections.
Okay. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Anthony, get out of here. Nobody said anything about your stupid Niners. Nobody cares about your Niners. Yeah, exactly. The Niners don't deserve that awesome color. Exactly. You tell them. I'm just a Niners fan. Just my Niners fan. Mike's, that's all, was giving you a hard time. No, I'll tell you.
And then before we go out the air, I do have one more thing I want to talk to you about. They haven't talked to you about yet.
Off air?
No, I said before we get off the air. Like
my bad.
We close out the show. There's one more thing.
Guys, give us who you guys think, and we'll evaluate.
Yeah, we'll
talk about that guy.
And we'll see if we
first
get it
person.
Right.
Throw anybody you want to talk about. All right. So
until we get that, but the question I want to ask you is, what do you think of the Deion Jones trade?
It was time.
Yeah,
it was time. He's a really good linebacker. I almost bought his jersey. He's been there for quite some time, and I think he's gonna start alongside with JOK.
Oh, there we go.
AJ Brown. Okay.
AJ Brown.
I think that with him going to Cleveland,
actually a good one.
I think, yeah, it is. It really is. We'll talk about that here in a second. But with the trade, he's going to establish himself there. He's in his 21-day mark right now. I don't know if he's, for IDP purposes, I think he's a stash, but I don't know if Mike beat you all. Mike beat you all.
Yeah.
Sorry, I said first person. Mike pulled the trigger first on AJ Brown. Sorry, not sorry. Try again next time.
No, they all have the same time, though. They might say that theirs was first.
Oh, gosh. It says 736, 736.
736.
Do I got to go to YouTube for this one? Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it had to be.
Well, because it was so weird. Let me go to YouTube right now. Give me a sec.
That's funny.
Hold on. All right, 7:36 on our side. Mike was first.
Well, you said
Mike was still first.
Okay.
Mike was still first.
So AJ
I'm
Brown
looking on
YouTube.
AJ Brown it is. All right, we're talking about AJ Brown.
So based off of our league's projections, he's at 9.78.
Okay, that's our leagues. Let's look at
It'll just be easier to keep everything on our league. I don't know.
No, because Mike, you want full PPR, half PPR? What do you want?
Oh yeah, I guess that's true.
Let's go half. I'll meet you halfway in the middle. Let's go half.
So what you're saying is I got to go to the Bob League. That's half PPR.
That's exact. Well, I mean, if that's your only half PPR league, yeah, I'm going to somewhere. I'm going somewhere else. But yeah, yeah, for the Bob League, it would be half PPR. Why is it not working right now? There you go. All right.
12.15.
So Mike beat you. Yeah, Mike killed it on all. He pulled the trigger real quick.
So 13.16 against Arizona. He only got 4.7. 13.47 against Jacksonville. He only got 12. Against Washington, he beat his projection by almost 4. Did not beat projections against Minnesota. And crushed it against Detroit.
Yeah.
I'm feeling an under.
I think he's going to go over. Are we splitting this one too?
The Cowboys' defense is legit. They're going to stop. If the Cardinals can stop them, the Cowboys can.
Yeah, but the Cowboys, have they had a full-blown running quarterback yet? I don't think they have. It's going to be a change of pace. I know Micah Parsons is going to be a very, very important piece of this upcoming week.
Yeah, so that just means Jalen Hurts is going to run on them.
Which means he's probably going to scramble to the side and do one of those side throws outside the pocket, just bomb it to A.J. Brown, a straight shot to him.
Jalen doesn't do that, though. When he goes to the sides, he takes off with it.
Oh, that's true. That is very true. I still think that I don't know. I'm gonna say he does. There's a trend here. There's a trend. Go with the trend. Look, Detroit exploded. Minnesota under. Washington over. Jacksonville under. Arizona under, which should have been an over because the way that game was playing, that game was a roller coaster of emotions, man. I should have put our clips in there. We had some Eagles fans.
I was wondering if you were going to bring up the missed field goal because you were.
Guys, I was pissed. That missed field goal with Matt Amendola.
Yeah.
I told Mark, hey man, I'm gonna go over the concession stands again because I think they're gonna go into overtime, and some of them stay open that late. There's usually one or two that stay late. Yeah, you do. You always do have the hard ones, and I like it though. It keeps me on my toes. When he missed that kick, I literally cussed up a storm, jumped off my seat.
And it wasn't just missing. It was as soon as it left his foot, we knew that he missed it. That's how bad this kick was.
Every Eagles freaking it was nuts. You know what? I don't know if you guys can see this, but it was just nuts. I didn't think about this. I didn't think about putting up our video that when we were there, it was just Eagles fans. It was just Eagles fans galore. I've never seen so much green in this stadium in my life. It was crazy.
The Eagles fans came out, man. They definitely did.
Let me see here. I don't know if you guys see this. That's crazy. Going up the escalators, more Eagles fans. It was nuts. It was nuts. I've never seen so many Eagles fans there in my life. It was just crazy. Green all around. It was like Christmas. Red and green. We had some freaking dumb Eagles fans behind us. Let me run that one. Yeah, no. Nope, it's not gonna show. I should have uploaded this. And it would have been easier to see. But I mean, it's it was just nuts, guys. It was nuts. But yeah, Eagles are frauds. Yeah, according to the video we just saw. Good one.
That's a good one, Mike.
That was a good one, though. I'm like it. All right, so I'm hitting under, or you're hitting under. I'm hitting over.
No, you said you're hitting under. So,
or I'm hitting. Or damn it, against. Are you sure? No, rewind, guys. What did I say?
You said over. I said under. No, you said over. I said under. I just said right now. Okay, you just said under. You were like, I said under.
No, I want over.
He agrees.
I want over.
I'm just messing with it. You said over.
Okay.
I said under.
I think that they're gonna have to. Jalen Hurts is probably gonna scramble a lot. I think Miles Sanders might get shut down, which I'm a little scared of. By the way, but I'm still starting him. Why? Because I have Micah Parsons. So if they run into each other, that's double points for me.
What are your thoughts on Geno? I know it was supposed to be mine, but I was just curious what you thought.
Oh, on Geno Smith going
over or under?
I think and you know, I see this is why I kind of like let me look at it again. I pulled down his I got rid of his crap. I just had it up too. Geno Smith. I think he's gonna go over. You said under, right? I think he's gonna go over. The Cardinals defense is really weird. Really weird. I don't even know how to predict them right now. They have DK Metcalf and Lockett, and Geno Smith is actually proving us wrong. You know what? It's not even Geno Smith. It's freaking what's his face, goddamn head coach of theirs. Help me out.
Pete Carroll.
Yeah, that guy made us all look stupid. Say what?
Choose the bubble gum.
Look.
Like, was it Pete Carroll or was it Russell? I don't know. It's looking like it might have been Pete Carroll.
It might have been Pete Carroll because Russell. Well, all right.
Did you believe that after that Thursday night game, he was on the podium and he ended with Broncos country? Let's ride.
Hey, let's ride.
Everyone's like, he must be a paid sponsorship.
He's trying to use it as his signature, like sign off.
How are you going to go out there and lose like that and then still end your press conference with that? Like, come on now.
Look, if you don't know Russ yet, he's a really corny dude. He's really awkward and weird, but he's one hell of an athlete. You know, he's trying to make it his thing, man.
And now we got the Broncos on Monday night. It's like we can't get enough Broncos.
No, I'm tired of Broncos. If that's another boring game, I'm gonna be
every week. I was like,
I'm gonna be pissed. All right. Look, it's getting late. Our Wednesday shows usually have been late every single night. But
it is.
Carroll was obviously the reason for that success.
Mm-hmm.
Wilson sucks without him. Yeah. I do want to give Broncos a little bit of benefit of the doubt that everything's new there, new coaching staff, new establishment, new players, new chemistry, and they didn't even do preseason. And I know that's a lot, but maybe week 6 they turn around. I don't know.
They played the Chiefs? No.
All right,
Chargers. I knew it was a division.
All right, so we're talking about my AJ Brown, Michaels, and we're saying over, right? I'm saying over. You're saying under.
I'm saying under.
All right. All right. So Cam Curl, Geno, and Brown. We split on every single one of them. So I said, what was it? I got over on Brown.
I got under.
You got under. What was Geno's?
I got under on Geno.
I got over. And then I said under on Cameron Crowe, and you said over. All right. Okay. We'll see what we come up with. I don't know what kind of punishment we're gonna do, but we'll do something. We'll do something. Like maybe
that's completely unintended. Who would have thought we'd do the opposite? I don't know. Although the Cameron Crowe one, I was kind of joking, but I'll keep over. It's fine. I believe in him.
All right, you do that. All right. Anyways, that's it, guys. Good long show. Anything else before we head up?
We went over just about everything in our hour and 46 minutes.
Hey, look, Wednesdays are fun. We just talk about whatever.
I love it. I love it. This is fun. I agree.
But yeah. All right. Later, guys. I'll see you guys. I think we're gonna do one tomorrow during the day. I don't know. Those have not been successful. No one really cares about our Thursdays this year for some reason. Mike, definitely have a good night.
Yep.
I don't know. You too,
Lucky. Thanks for subscribing. Appreciate it.
And thanks, them boys. Peace out. And have fun tonight. I cannot moderate your guys' show tonight. Like I just can't. I got an exam to do. So sorry, not sorry. It just life comes first. And school is more important. Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'd say that.
Okay. We'll decide if we do one tomorrow. Our Thursday ones are super slow, and I don't think really anybody cares about when we just talk about the two teams. Where Wednesday we have like 10 viewers today, and I know like a lot of them left already, so it's all good. All right. Good night, guys. I'll see you guys. Maybe we'll do one tomorrow. Not sure. Don't hold us against that. But we are in Discord, so get yourself in there if you want. The description is down below. Good night, Mark. Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever the hell you guys are at. Take care of yourselves. Good luck, and especially look in your waivers again. Maybe someone dropped a gem. All right, claim that. And goodbye, Josh Allen.
Goodbye, Josh.
Bye. That's the one I wanted. And all right. Thanks for watching, guys. Later.
Getting hyped when I aim up, elevating that game up. Stepping up to the competition. Only first place, and that's how I'm living. I'm winning till they digging up my grave. Eating all the things up on my plate. Game face when I step up into place. I was born and when I watched me elevate. When I watch me elevate.